Here we go. Now, one would hope that performers that are Terry Funk and Ricky Steamboat, boy, and again, look at the attrition. People are fucking leaving.
Another great. They don't fix it the whole show.
No, they don't. They don't fix it the whole show. Got to get in touch with Keith Mitchell about this. Got to say, Keith, what the fuck happened there?
You want us to call him on the air and ask him?
Nah, I don't want to surprise him. I have a lot of respect for Keith. And of course, he may just be like me, blame Craig Leathers for everything bad.
So we don't have the world champion here. Of course, Steamboat dropped the title and Flair's the champ. But now these guys are essentially, I guess, the number one contenders.
Right.
That's certainly the way they're going to try to frame it. Of course, the backstory in May in Nashville, a month prior to this, 5 weeks prior to this, as Funk is asking for his title shot, Flair is reminding him, hey, the NWA has a top 10 and you haven't been in active competition. You've been gone. You've been off in Hollywood making movies, and we're going to go by the top 10. That's what the NWA does. Who gets the title shot? It's not up to me, but you're not in the top 10. Well, of course, the former champion, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, by default has to be the number one contender. So Flair wants his shot, or Funk wants his shot at that title. So to do that, he's got to get through Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And Steamboat, came out with a lot of pomp and circumstance in Nashville. A big entrance, the horse, the kid, the wife, the whole deal. And here that is not the case. Steamboat's not going to be long for this world. I think we talked about this recently, but he's sort of out of here after this. They're going to set up a match at the end of this that will build towards, it'll make sense when you see it, towards the Great American Bash. But coming out of that, that's it. So Great American Bash 89 is really going to be sort of the swan song for Steamboat. And this match is underrated. This is a good match, two of the all-time greats, but they're going to use it to set up the next match at the end. So we'll see what's next, but it is sort of weird to think about the story of Ricky Steamboat. Everybody thinks about him as being one of Ric Flair's greatest rivals. And of course he's the NWA world champion this year. And just a couple of months later, gone. So it's a weird story for him.
Well, if you think about it, and I didn't realize this, the whole Steamboat thing is weird. Started out NWA Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. I know he becomes has that great match at WrestleMania 3 and goes there, comes back. He's going to go back, become the Dragon. Then he's going to come back to WCW later on. I mean, he really bounced back and forth a lot, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize he did. But, I recently was in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was a special guest of the baseball team throughout the first pitch and everything. There's a picture of me and Steamboat somewhere. Just, you're talking about a guy who is so engaging with the fans and just a genuinely good guy. Not only that, I think he looked really good here. I like the mullet. I like the upper body look. Man, everything he did. Truly one of the great performers ever. Don't you agree?
Without question.
I mean, I don't know. People probably, if you'd say, who's your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, people probably would not put Steamboat on there. But if you would say, who's your Mount Rushmore of great ring performers, he would have to be on there.
You think so? So let's talk about that. You would have Ric Flair. You would have...
I would have Steamboat.
And then Shawn Michaels.
Right.
So you got one more.
Yeah. Goldberg.
Fuck.
Sorry.
That was a good joke though.
Okay. One more.
See, I don't know that I would put Steamboat on that list then.
Really?
Yep.
Who would you replace him with? I'm talking about guys who give you great matches in the ring. I'm just
Kobashi.
Okay. Well, see, now you've seen much more Kobashi than I have. So
I would have Flair, Michaels, Kobashi, and then I would debate the fourth one.
Okay. That'd be a good debate.
Yeah. I mean, and there's so many good, like right now, I think people would say, oh, it's Okada or it's Omega or maybe even Gargano.
Mm-hmm.
But a year from now, I think people might say, oh, it's Ospreay. Have you seen anything from Will Ospreay? Do you even know who that is?
No, I don't.
You got to see some of his stuff. I think you'll like him.
I'm liking all of that I see. I can tell you that. I'm really digging all this stuff. And you know who kind of got me into, and I'm not into it like you are, and I don't watch enough of it, but boy, Matt Schiavone watches all that stuff.
Oh yeah, he does. Matt Schiavone's, I should start doing this show with him.
Hells no.
What?
You and I are a team. Don't say I should start doing this show with him.
I was being a smart ass. Schiavone, that Schiavone's not as funny as you.
You being a smart ass, there's something new.
You're the funny Schiavone.
Yeah, I'm the only, well, not really.
I was going to say, you're not the only one.
Look at this, man.
Is Chris still alive?
Yeah, he is.
I haven't talked to Chris. I used to be friends with Chris. I think since I spent a little time with Matt, Chris may think we're not friends anymore and just doesn't talk to me anymore.
Chris is very busy.
No, he's not.
Oh, yes.
No, he just pretends. He's like you. You know, you guys get up early and you iron your shirt, you make your coffee and you go to work and you're just doing it to make your wife think you're really working, but you're not fooling me.
Right.
I know you motherfuckers ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. I have to admit, my life has just been sitting around talking.
I mean, that is literally what you do for a living.
That's what I've always done for a living. Just sit around talking.
Yep.
Yep. Either sit at a baseball game and talk, or sit here in the bat cave and talk to you, or sit at a wrestling desk, my chair higher than anybody else's, and talking.
But you don't do that anymore. You just pulled up lame on court. Don't show up for work anymore.
Oh, don't start that. Don't start that. He sent me the list of dates for 2019. And I told Court, I've got baseball, football, and basketball. Look at that, doing a flare bump. What the fuck was he doing there?
Showing everybody he could.
An upside down flare bump on the turnbuckle?
Upside down and inside out. I'm about to show all you folks what it's all about.
Shit. That kind of surprised me.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
You don't know.
Look at fucking Steamboat, man. You think he's not on the Mount Rushmore of great performers in the ring?
Oh, God. That was, I mean, he didn't do anything, but it was still fun to look at.
Yes. You don't necessarily have to do anything to be a great performer. You just have to look good a lot of times. And he looks good up there, man.
You know what I want to do? I want to get a wrestling ring, set it up in my basement, and me and you work out some spots.
Stop it. I'm not going to get in the ring with you.
Why not?
Because you'll pull a gimmick out of your tights and hit me in the head with it.
Well, you think, no, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. You're a cheating motherfucker.
I know how to work it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I'll work it.
Okay.
Are you telling me if I set up a wrestling ring in my basement, you wouldn't?
No.
Why?
Wouldn't go anywhere near it.
Let me give you a power bomb.
Well, look, I'm old. Okay.
So?
I'm old. And hey, okay. Put it this way. If JR agrees to come to your basement and you power bomb his ass, then I'll do it. Okay.
Listen, I know the show has died and we're just stretching right now just to get to the end, but we have resorted to, will JR let you give him a power bomb?
You think that's funny? You wanted to power bomb my ass.
Here's the deal. I knew I wanted to cover this show because of the Gator promo.
Right.
And because of the ding dongs.
Okay.
But I did not know that this show.
It just absolutely died in sweat.
Yeah.
That guy in the yellow, he's the only entertaining thing going on right now. Bless his heart. He's like, woohoo, I'm still here. Woo, where is he? He'll jump up here in a minute again in that yellow shirt. Wow. Look at this, man. They are just. TBS had to realize. I don't know. I'm sure that knowing how JR was and knowing how Jim Herd was and those guys back then, they left this show thinking, wow, we had a great show and sold it to the TBS people. What a great show that was. But come on, this wasn't a great show.
Well, here's the thing too. And I'm not saying this to be funny, the biggest star in the company. And again, I realize how it sounds when I say it, but the biggest star in the company here is who?
Ric Flair.
And he's not on the show. So like, and when he is on the show, it's not what you want, and it's not advertised on the show. I mean, so is it that big of a surprise when you don't get the rating? You don't get a 5? Like, is it that big of a surprise when the rating's down when you don't have your biggest star on the show?
No, it shouldn't be. But it was all done, I guess, to sell a pay-per-view, right? I mean, they thought that what was more important was to get a buy rate for a pay-per-view. And they're probably disappointed on the buy rate as well. Maybe not. Boy, yeah, man, they are. These guys are spent.
Yeah, I mean,
they are fucking spent.
It's hotter than the face of hell right now. By the way, I guess we should mention that there were no observers available for this show. So we just tried to do the recap out of the torch, just so everybody knew.
The Observer didn't do a recap of this?
No, they did. It's just not posted on the internets.
Okay.
It's not readily available. I can't go get it.
Yeah, you can go get it. You and Meltzer are friends.
No, I can. But, you know, I didn't fucking care to. So I just use the torch. I do want to mention that Kevin Sullivan and Mike Rotundo pinned the Steiners. Sting got Bill Irwin. They, of course, retained the TV title. The Freebirds are now the NWA World Tag Titles, or World Tag Team Champions.
Right.
And this match right here, which is going to end in a DQ, I guess we've already sort of teased that, got an A- in the torch, which is pretty good.
A-?
Yeah.
Huh. Much as I love those performers, I can't. This is a slow, plodding match.
I don't think so. I think it's just you and I are burnt a little bit on the show. So we see the ref bump. Terry Funk looking to take him from the outside in. Big suplex. It's sort of interesting too, just the color choices that our baby face. Is that Nick Patrick? Yeah.
Yes, pulling by his pants leg. 1, 2. False finish. And the fans are like, fuck, we got to stay here a little bit longer.
I love you for that.
Yeah. Oh. Only a 2 count. Fuck, look at those working punches, buddy. Those are good ones.
Oh, why do you go, ugh?
Because I just love guys who can give working punches. I'm just,
yeah, but
just amazes me.
You say it like it, you don't need blue chew. You go, ugh.
Fuck, look at them working punches. Whoa.
There you go. It's better.
Whoa. Oh, look at that. Oh.
That's what I like. I need that. I need that.
Whoa. Sit down, you in the yellow shirt, you motherfucker. We're not looking at you. Somebody just slapped him in the back of the head, but he's probably fucking an Army Ranger. Not fucking an Army Ranger.
That's what you said.
No, fucking comma. He's probably an Army Ranger.
Fucking comma. Oh my God, fucking comma.
or fucking exclamation point. He's probably an Army. Into the ropes. Come on. Please end this match.
Please.
Still, Steamboat is on the Mount Rushmore. Great ring performers. Really? You think it's like, just see, he just is. Here he goes. Come on.
What a cool visual.
It is.
I never understood that. I'm going to jump off the top rope with the one fist.
Or the karate chop or something. Yeah. It's the visual of, look at this.
Oh, look at the crew guy. Like, don't knock over the camera, Terry. I'm going to hold it in place. You know,
no, it's my coat.
You know, he had to be whispering, get out of the way, get out of the way. Because the crew member stepped right back right away.
Look at him step right on. Terry was had a great sense of humor about him. He loved to fuck with people at ringside. Oh, they just threw it out. That's it, right? Nick Patrick. Did he? When he calling for the bell? Yeah, he's calling for the bell.
Into the match, you got to be disqualified.
Now that's a shitty finish. If that in fact is the way it finished.
Hey, Here's Funk right back again.
Ray Steamboat's hand. Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, Luger.
Our babyface Lex Luger is here to save Terry Funk and get some retribution for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Look at those pants he's wearing. He's calling for the mic. Let's listen in here, Tony. Let's play the audio for the crowd.
We have to.
What's he doing?
Hard cameras. Hard cameras.
You know, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk that I have some problems lately. Some problems with my arrogance, maybe. That I'm too cocky. That I have a problem with maybe too much ego, a lot of ego. I don't have any problems. All I got is a lot of pride. Come on, Ricky, let's go.
Luger's helping him up. Thank God for some sportsmanship. Oh, God! Oh, my God, what a clothesline! What a clothesline! Oh, God, what a clothesline!
So there you go. Lex Luger turns heel, and now the path is clear for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Funk is going to continue on his collision course with Ric Flair next month at the Great American Bash. And now it looks very apparent that Lex Luger and Ricky Steamboat are going to get it on live on pay-per-view. And what an act of cowardice to come in and attack a man who's just sweated his guts out for 30 minutes with the Funker.
Jesus Christ. And a shitty chair shot boot.
A shitty what shot?
Chair shot.
Oh.
God. I mean, even, of course, we knew, we remembered, but I mean, that was pretty predictable, wasn't it? Even when he,
well, because you know,
live,
yeah.
I mean, what he's going to do. Oh, bring back. Fuck. I want to talk again. We're going to listen to this part too.
Yeah, here we go. I'll crank it up for everybody.
Number one contender.
All right, that's totally distasteful.
So he makes it clear you are no number one contender, just in case you're at home and you're not exactly sure. You don't get another shot at Flair. Now you're with me. And as a result, Steamer's out of here. Sting comes in and give him the babyface rub just to sort of confirm, hey, everybody, Steamboat's the good guy in all this. And he's been picked on. At this point, Sting thought he was going home. He's got his boots undone. He's got his paint rubbed off, but still got that black rat tail.
They probably said, we need you to go out there. And he went, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Just kill some time. Got 5 minutes before we go off the air. We've missed time this show.
Yeah.
There's Crockett there to save the day.
Yeah.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. I know the match is over, but let's go to commercial.
Yeah. I got to take a commercial break, our final commercial break. And now JR and,
Gonna
Bob Bottle will talk for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Look at him sweating, pouring sweat.
Yeah.
Stop adjusting your glasses, slap dick. All right. Well, Bob, I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm glad to get out of here. I need a goddamn shower and a Crown Royal. How about you, Bob?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Jim, I'd like to take this, trophy that I got right now and just hit myself over the fucking head with it, knock myself out cold. Then I wouldn't be sweating so much. Because these motherfuckers behind me, fuck all them, fuck everything. And let me tell you, Jesse Helms, I worked for Jesse Helms for many years in this state of North Carolina. And I got to say that never have I been here and never will I come back again.
Well, goddamn, I hope I never come back here either. I've been out here so long. I feel like a piece of my my beef jerky, you know, that shit's dried out too. And I feel like I am, cause all the sweat's been pulled out of my body. See, you have to dehydrate the meat if you're going to make jerky, and my meat's dehydrated these days, but I'm hoping we can lube it back up. Thanks to Blue Chew. I can give her the old college try one more again. And let's go look at the replay here. We see the kick into the back of the head from Ricky Steamboat, and down goes Funk, and Funk's going to get DQ'd here. Let's listen to the audio here. I have no idea what they're saying.
We leave you. We want to show you exactly what happened with Lex Luger as he came to the ring. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you Saturday night at 8:05 Eastern.
Just plugging Saturday night at 8:05 Eastern.
Really?
So there you go.
You got DQ'd for hitting with the microphone. I get it now.
An anticlimactic finish, to say the least. What finish would you have done? I mean, I guess pretty much anything would have been better, but what would you have done?
What I would have done, I would have fucking run Flair in there with his gimmick on and everything. It's exactly what I would have done. That would have been a big pop. It would have been a big way to end it. I wouldn't have run this jack off. I mean, wouldn't have run Lex Luger in there like this. I would have sent Flair in. Right? Because they taped this pre-recorded. It's in North Carolina. My God, he's here. He knew that Funk was here. He wanted a piece of him. Oh man, they're going to show the Luger talking again.
What are they doing?
What the fuck?
Talk about mistimed.
Jesus. This show really sucked, Conrad.
Yep.
Really sucked.
It's a shame that you weren't here to correct him. You know, you were on Zeus at the time, so you couldn't really do much, you know?
You know what I would have done?
Nothing.
Right. I would have said, "Oh, this is all great."
You know what? I appreciate that you're just honest. You're like, "Oh, I would have put this over." Oh, yeah.
We'd have been high-fiving. We would have been hugging each other in the back. Let go of the Chiron. What the fuck? God, at the very end, they're going to show it again.
They can't help it.
They can't help themselves. That's actually a pretty good lariat or clothesline.
By the way, I have been teaching the kids here. You know, we talked about how different my life is right now.
No.
So right now at the Conradison, it's myself and my wife and our 2 dogs, Ginger and Baby.
Yeah.
And, her daughter and my daughter.
Okay.
No big deal.
Right.
But we've got former United States heavyweight champion Dave Flair here and his wife and his 2 kids.
Really?
And we've got, Mr. Flair's first wife, my wife's mother, and her husband.
Yeah.
And they're all here. Got a house full.
Wow.
6 adults, 4 kids, 3 dogs.
Yeah.
And I told them all to piss off so I could come watch Lex Luger throw the rack on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yeah.
And you know what?
What?
As much as this show sucked, it beat the alternative for me.
Yeah, I can see where that would have been the case there.
So here's what I'm thinking. If you're thinking what I'm thinking this next week, we need to cover a lot of bonus content for Patreon.
So you can have,
No, we're not explaining why. Okay. We got to take care of our patrons. You know what I mean? We want to do a good job for them.
okay, I got that.
Duh.
You could always just,
Nope. I don't want to hear any suggestions. That's what we're doing.
can I throw one suggestion?
Okay.
Okay. Just have David Flair tell you what Stacy Keibler looks like.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
Okay.
Did you hear who else is here?
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to talk about that. Do you understand?
Listen, I don't care. I don't care how many kids he's got or how happily married he is. In his past is Stacy Keibler, and you just can't get. That's kind of like a tattoo. You can't.
No. When I come to your house, all right, now which I'm never going to because I've never been invited. But hypothetically, if I were to come to your house, I would not just bust through and be like, "Hey, tell everybody about that time you got beat off with Road Warrior Animal down in Florida." You know what I mean?
That's first of all, that's a lie, and second of all, okay, the Stacy Keibler David Flair thing is common knowledge. Common knowledge.
Okay, well, it's common knowledge that you once milk dudded Medusa at a movie theater. You know what I'm talking about. Don't play dumb now.
Milk dudded.
You milk dudded
her. Milk dud is now a verb.
Well, I mean, I didn't milk dud her. You milk dudded her.
That sounds awfully inviting, doesn't it?
It does.